that make you feel like you know them as a person? Like, I would probably be one of your creepy fans who comes up to you in the streets and thinks I know you more than I do. I'm sure you have people like that because you make those kinds of shows where whenever I watch Issa Rae, I go like, I know her. Issa's my best friend, but we're not best friends. And I'm actually very creepy when I do that to you. Do you have that a lot with people? Do they all feel like they know you?
What a high compliment. Yes, people do. I take it as a compliment until they start like insulting me and my character, my literal character. But I'd be flattered enough to me on the street and thought you knew me. I welcome it.
What do you think that is? I've always wondered how you do that because, like, everyone can make a show, but when Issa Rae makes her show, there's a connectivity to it that connects people. Even if you give like a speech at an award show, there's a familiarity that you have that connects people to you. Have you ever wondered what that is?
I haven't. I don't try to look a gift horse in the mouth. And it's not something that I realized until people may bring it up. But I think for me, it just comes down to relatability. I do strive to like just find the commonality there and pray the only one that goes through things.
I think what makes Insecure such a fantastic show, and hopefully a show that'll change shows forever, is you created a show in which black women specifically can occupy all spaces and places within society. There's no archetype of what the black woman is supposed to be. You can be the lawyer, you can be the broke ass friend, you can be the person who's focused, not focused, the person who's, you know, um, there's something powerful in that, and I've always wanted to know whether you set out to create that or whether you were just replicating your world as you saw it.
It's definitely the latter. It was that, and I think that's what was the frustration about not seeing that on television for so long, because I was surrounded by these women who occupied so many different spaces, and I wasn't seeing that reflected on television. And it was just like, but this is my life, this is their life, this is my mom's friend's life. So what is the problem? Where's the disconnect now? And of course, we had that during the earlier decades, but there was, that dearth in the early 2000s,
Right.
2000 to 2010, the odds, and it was just like, where are we? And where are these women that I know so well? And so I wanted to intentionally reflect that world, just because it was missing.
The show has been extremely successful, and then you drop the bombshell on us and you tell us that Insecure is now coming to an end. The question is why?
Because it's a story, and good stories end. And even in pitching it that first season, I knew that I wanted to end it the fifth season. Princess and I talked about that, and he was just like, "Yeah, that feels right." And so we've been building towards this journey to finish telling the story. I love watching television that kind of that takes me on a story. Like, there's nothing like a meandering story. And so for me, I hope that people leave feeling satisfied. Like, oh, I'm glad I watched that. I'm glad I watched that story be told.
I think everyone's going to have that feeling. And what's cool is if you're an Issa Rae fan, I mean, from what I read in the magazines, there's not going to be a shortage of Issa Rae in the world. Like, you are doing mogul things is what the internet calls it. You know, when Twitter goes like, oh, making money moves, then you know